Number 4, Japanese-only restaurants. Now this may seem kind of crazy, but some Japanese restaurants will not allow any foreigners into their establishments. That is because while the Japanese can be very friendly and welcoming, there are some aspects of their culture that make them a little... Either way, don't leave a tip because it's actually considered insulting to the waiter. And don't rub your chopsticks together after you break them apart, because that's rude and disrespectful to the chef, by assuming he purchases poor quality chopsticks. It's not unusual for Japanese businessmen to grab 30 or 40,000 yen before they leave the house.
Konnichiwa minasan. Kyo desu. 11 things not to do in Japan. That's the video I'm going to react to today, but before that, guys, just make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Tuna market.
Japan has a rich and complex culture that make it a favorite travel destination of many, but it also makes the country really easy for tourists to embarrass themselves in. Here are 11 things that you should absolutely not do while in Japan. Number 1, don't tip. Tipping is not a part of Japanese culture, and someone will probably come running after you with your money if you do. Now in some restaurants you'll see a vending machine where you just insert your money and you choose whatever food item you want, so there's actually no waiter that you could tip. Either way, don't leave a tip because it's actually considered insulting to the waiter. Number 2, cover your tattoos. Tattoos in Japan are generally associated with...
I feel like things are changing with this now.
Tattoos are frowned upon in Japanese society, and most pools and bathhouses bar anyone with a tattoo from entering. Number 3,
it's changing now,
don't
though.
hand cash to cashiers. Now this may seem like a contradictory statement, but in Japan, almost every convenience store will use a tray that you're supposed to place the money on. This is used out of convenience so that the coins don't fall everywhere, and also so that everyone can see exactly what's happening with the money at all times. Number 4, Japanese-only restaurants. Now this may seem kind of crazy, but some Japanese restaurants will not allow any foreigners into their establishments. That is because while the Japanese can be very friendly and welcoming, there are some aspects of their culture that make them a little... There's really no way to tell whether or not a restaurant is Japanese only.
I would say it's more because of bad experiences with
Usually what
foreigners,
happens is
though.
a waiter will wave his or her hands no, you'll be told to leave, or any combination of those. Number 5, don't talk on trains.
Yep.
The volume of your voice is extremely...
I hated when people talked on trains.
As
It was
everyone
annoying.
is hyper-aware and very respectful that they share their space with others. That means talking loudly or speaking on the phone in trains is a definite no, and you should avoid it as best you can. Number 6, proper chopstick use. This is a big one because chopsticks are used to eat almost everything in Japan. The main things not to do with your chopsticks are not to eat directly from common dishes, always take the food and put it on your plate first and then eat it, don't point chopsticks at people as it's considered very rude, don't cross them and don't leave them sitting out of the rice bowl as that is part of funeral ceremonies, and don't rub your chopsticks together after you break them apart because that's rude and disrespectful to the chef, by assuming he purchases poor quality chopsticks.
Accurate, I believe.
Number 7, don't wear shoes in the house.
Obvious one, of course.
The Japanese don't want the dirt from outside getting in the house. They take it one step further though and provide slippers and shoe cubbies at the front door. Even some restaurants will ask customers to take their shoes off before coming inside. Number 8, drinking etiquette. This is a big one if you go out with any Japanese while in Japan. There are subtle rituals that show respect towards the person you're drinking with. The first is whenever you receive a drink, always receive it with 2 hands to show respect towards the person pouring. Also, never pour your own drink first as it's considered selfish. You should pour others' drinks.
Is that still relevant though? Let me guys know. Let me know, guys.
Pour your drink for you. If you're not trying to get absolutely hammered, make sure that when you're done, you leave your drink full. Because the way it works is whenever someone sees an empty glass, they'll just immediately pour you another one. Things can get crazy pretty quickly if you're not careful. Number 9, how not to eat sushi. Fish have been the central part of the Japanese diet for centuries, and they've developed tons of different ways to better enjoy the fish. So it's not a bad idea to get to know some of them. The first mistake that most people make is ordering a bunch of sushi at once, instead of a little bit at a time, which they recommend.
And it gets expensive.
Because the temperature of the fish actually matters. You're supposed to eat it as soon as it comes onto your plate. That's why you sit right at the bar in most sushi places in Japan. The next big mistake that people make is dunking the rice directly into the soy sauce, which makes it absorb way too much. The correct way to do it, if you're going to do it at all, is to flip the fish over so that just the backside of the fish touches the soy sauce.
Right.
This allows the soy sauce to enhance the flavor of the fish, but without drowning it out.
Yeah. I didn't know that either at the time.
Number 10, don't expect to use your card.
Yeah.
Japan is a cash-based society.
Maybe it's changing now, but when I was there, it was mainly cash.
Use cash. Don't worry though, because the 7-Eleven ATMs will work with any card and are open 24 hours a day. It's not unusual for Japanese businessmen to grab 30 or 40,000 yen before they leave the house. Like I said, everything here is done in cash. Last but not least, number 11, receiving business cards. This is another good one if you plan on meeting people while in Japan. When exchanging business cards, always receive the card with two hands and study it carefully before putting it away. Don't shove it into your back pocket carelessly, as it may be interpreted as being rude. It's best to carefully place it into your wallet to show that you respect them and the business they work for.
Yeah, interesting video. A lot of things he said is true. I'm assuming some things on this list might be a little outdated considering how Japanese culture is changing slightly on some things, like for example tattoos. But let me know, guys, if this list was accurate in today's society. Please let me know. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, also hit that bell as well to get notified whenever we post a video. Honto, arigatou gozaimasu. Mina, kiyotsukete. Ja ne.